Critical thinking. We often hear this a lot. Ilang beses natin siya naririnig, pero naiintindihan ba talaga natin siya? So in this lesson, we will try to understand the importance of critical thinking and information. Defining critical thinking, it's a type of thinking done for the purpose of making up one's mind about what to believe and what to do. So kung titignan natin, it's about making informed judgments that are logical and rational. So in Filipino, pinag-isipan, well thought of. So at that instance, you will try to analyze the facts. You will try to analyze the evidence that will support for you to accept the information na nakikita mo o narinig mo o nababasa mo. Now, if you are a critical thinker, normally you would ask this sample questions. So the first question is, how do you know that? Bawa, may nagsabi sa'yo ng isang information, tapos magtatanong ka, saan mo nalaman yun? To be followed by na, is that information supported by an evidence or just plainly an opinion? Titingnan mo kung ano ba yung mga supporting facts na magsasabi na yung impormasyon na yun ay talagang totoo. To be followed by na, are there alternative references that will support your argument? Meaning, saan mo nakita yan? Marami na bang nagsabi na yan talaga ang tunay na impormasyon? Now, to further understand critical thinking, these are the 3 core values that will give us and realize the importance of critical thinking and information. The first one is what we call curiosity. Curiosity is the desire to learn more or to seek evidence or seek information and to be open to new ideas. In Filipino, curiosity involves pagiging mausisa, pag-uusisa. So if you are this type of person who is willing to look for observation, look for problems, and try to look for the facts and to observe, you are a critical thinker. Nag-uusisa ka. Pangalawa is what we call skepticism, or yung tinatawag natin in Filipino na pag-aagam-agam or pag-aalinlangan. This is not actually associated with negativity, yung pag-aalinlangan na to, but it's more of a healthy argument or questioning na, totoo ba yan? Totoo ba talaga yan? It's not really being negative, but it's more of a healthy way of thinking that you're not easily accepting facts na nakikita mo or naririnig mo, or you're not tagging them as facts for that matter. The last one is humility. We know for a fact na kapag tayo ay may alam, pero may isang tao na mas may alam sa atin, we of course have to reject what we know and accept the new information. This is what we call humility. In Filipino, pagpapakumbaba. Kaya nating magpakumbaba, natanggapin na yung impormasyon na alam natin noon ay pwedeng maging mali na at may bagong impormasyon na mas fitting at mas kayang tanggapin at mas magandang paliwanag tungkol sa bagay na yon. To further understand the different core values of curiosity, pag-usisa, skepticism, pag-aalinlangan, and humility, pagpapakumbaba, I will give you an anecdote or kwento. We often hear this, just like for instance, accessing social media. Ang dami natin nakikita. I'll give you one example in a daily activity that will produce the 3 core values to be a critical thinker. So let's say for instance, nakausap mo yung nanay mo one morning and then sabi niya, nakalimutan ko magdala ng payong. I forgot to bring my umbrella, so that's why nabasa yung ulo ko. And then she, of course, jumped into a conclusion na nabasa yung ulo niya dahil sa ulan or naambunan siya, nagkasakit siya. She jumped into a conclusion that the rain actually is the reason for her cold. Kaya siya nagkaroon ng sipon. And kapag narinig natin to, we often hear this, naririnig natin, we just accept it. Tinatanggap natin na dahilan ng pagkakaroon mo ng sipon ay ang nabasa ka ng ulan. Kaya naman dapat palagi kang tatakip ng ulo mo kapag umaambon or umuulan. But if we really just try to look at this deeper or think critically, we will not just accept this story. But we know for a fact na normal tinatanggap natin yung ganitong argument. Kung titingnan natin, maraming variables na nagpe-play sa isang anecdote o sa kwento na to. So pwede nating sabihin na oo, pwede nga na talagang dahilan ng pagkakasakit niya ay yung ambon. O pwede na nating sabihin na baka naman may sakit na talagang nade-develop yung mama mo because naka-encounter siya ng tao na may sakit, kaya siya nagkaroon ng sakit. Now, if we try to doubt the argument of your mother, this is actually precisely what we call skepticism. Pag-aalinlangan. Nag-aalinlangan ka sa mga bagay na binabanggit niya because, hindi mo tatanggapin lahat ng mga arguments na narinig mo, nabasa mo, nakita mo. Hence, kaya naman ang ginawa mo, dahil gusto mong matulungan at magbago yung mindset ng mama mo, you tried to search for reference journal articles that will support the fact the relationship between drizzle being wet in your head and of course getting a cold. You'd look for, let's say, a reference or peer-reviewed research article for that matter, and then you try to look for references and found out actually that the conclusion is not actually linked together. Wala talaga siyang direct link. And you found out that actually getting a cold is actually because of your exposure to virus, bacteria, or even germs. So that matter, yung paraan na nag-search ka at nag-take ka ng effort para mag-research is actually the second core value, which is curiosity. Now, communicate mo na sa mama mo na, mali yung argument mo na nabasa ka ng ambon kaya ka nagkaroon ng sipon. Now, yung mama mo, of course, hindi siya naniniwala sa'yo because meron na siyang accepted argument na ito ang talagang dahilan ng pagkakaroon ko ng sipon or ng sakit. Kaya naman, doon na tayo papasok sa tinatawag na humility. For that matter, in my example, yung mama mo, walang humility because she is not open to possibilities of accepting arguments that are better and of course supported by evidence. But kasi of course, yun ang kanyang first-hand experience in her claim. Kaya hindi siya naniniwala sa explanation mo. Now, in summary, critical thinking is making informed decisions. So, any decision that you make that is informed, based on logic, based on rational thinking, that is critical thinking. The fact na pinili mong mag-take ngayon ng online course na to at buksan tong page natin na to, that's critical thinking kung pinag-isipan mo siya. Pero kung bara-bara ka lang na nag-decision, that is not critical thinking. Now, critical thinking also involves the investigation of the validity of the information that you get instead of just plainly accepting. Hindi ka basta-basta maniniwala sa mga nakita mo, narinig mo, at nabasa mo. And we have also discussed the three core values of critical thinking. We have curiosity, pag-uusisa, we have skepticism, pag-aalinlangan, we have humility, pagpapakumbaba, that will help us to make better decisions and of course be less gullible.